to figure out whether this particular location is occupied, and Hastar over here getting out of that vehicle, which is pretty much near destruction, but he cannot get away from 420 OP's Mini 14 spray right now. I mean, I'm saying spray because that weapon with its rapid fire, tuck, 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 is almost like an automatic rifle. And talking about that, 420 OP does take down Hastar. Oh,
is all locked and ready right now.
Locked and ready indeed. And Mr. Hozu over here gets a knock on the member of Bhishma. Bhishma is currently in trouble. Forget that. He is out of this game again. UME. This fight is taking place towards the north sector of the circle. The new circle is going to force him to come in, but Mr. Hyozu over here gets a knock and a finish. Is he going to get another one on Destro? Destro is going to fall down, and that is going to kind of thwart his attempt to come back up on that hill, and he gets exposed, almost getting knocked out. I think one perfectly timed grenade could have been devastating, but that is just going to bounce off harmlessly. Meanwhile, have a look at 420 OP. He is still caught out in the blue by the boys from Elementrix.
And he will be taken down as we see Mr.
I beg your pardon. Sorry. I was trying to cut you off.
All right. Popo, man, will go all in onto its members of Team UME and wiping them off, and will give that res onto its Mr. Hozu. Fnatic, in the meanwhile, have gotten their fights broken in, and they have lost always in the process. Ash does manage to take that knock onto its prototype. Ash will instantly have to heal up, but
devastating grenade.
That devastating grenade changed things, XP.
Now, Scout and Ronak are the only two sniping members of Fnatic. They've got to act quick. Ronak on very low HP. I think he is going to get caught out by the zone right now. He might also get knocked out. I do think Venom finally got the knock on him. Scout is the last remaining member, and that's it. It is done. Team Fnatic are eliminated from this game. Venom and the play zone, in fact, knocking out and finishing the last two members. Again, I think a few mistakes were made here. They knew that there was going to be a potential face-off. They knew that the zone is going to change. They let it off for too late, but forget that. We'll come to that in a second. Team IND is picking a fight with the boys from Marcus Gaming, and in the background, we have another team in the form of U Mumba. Is that U Mumba or is that Orange Rock? I think that's Orange Rock.
Alright, so we have Marcus Gaming engaging with Team IND as well, and Marcus Gaming Shadow takes that beautiful knock onto its Slayer, and it's all hocus pocus over here. Shadow would want to push into the territory of Team IND. They're holding that small little compound really well. The dude with those grenades trying to create that constant pressure as we speak of. Snacks does have that Uzi, so won't let anyone come in and push on him because he has gotten that beautiful choke angle, but Max will secure that kill on Slayer over here as we see of Megastars is also eliminated.
Forget it! Those grenades being lobbed at you from all directions, and if you are communicating well and you make sure that, one grenade goes in one particular room and, you don't overstep the grenade, so to speak. Wait a second. Ash Gamer comes out. He knows the enemy is right next to him. He is going to go behind him. Beautiful play. He gave a little bit of a fake peek and then went around the enemy to get him. I think he might do that again. This guy is very versatile at what he's doing right now. He is toying with the enemy right now, and unfortunately, he gets taken down by the member from Synergy. Strider going down. Have a look at this. Celts
the cover fire
XP. Amazing. Were tremendous. And, maybe it's that little bit of aggression that is needed. I think Clutch Squad has an idea of the enemy. He gets a knock on Zebra, and the boys from PH are going to be in trouble. I think Nova King is going to get knocked as well. But again, Clutch Squad in a very vicarious situation right now because two members, Iconic and Dark, are going to be laying down some lead from up top. And again, we'll come back to that fight. I'm sorry, we can't keep track of everything right now. But look at how everyone is so close to one another. This fight taking place between the boys from Elementrix and godlike fixes.
Z-God, did you see that? He's gotten 2 grenade knocks, and Godel might be in a lot of trouble as TSM entity marching down on their corners, and as you can see, Elementrix Poo Man, I don't know if they're aware about his presence, but he might just create a lot of trouble for them. Hastar trying to give a res onto its Gronton will definitely succeed in doing so, but we have Ghatak also closing in. Clutch God is trying to provide the cover fire from far off, but Max Kash will take him down. Z-God is spraying down onto its Poo Man as his position is finally given away. And look at what he did. He committed suicide.
I mean, that is quite unfortunate, of course. Sometimes when you have these situations where people are coming up on you, your hands kind of freeze. You might accidentally think you're deploying a smoke, and it turns out to be a frag grenade. I think that is something that happened right now. But coming back to the fight, we have two members remaining from Godlike. We have Gronton and Hastar. They are going up against TSM Entity, who, again, just as I said it, these boys have woken up. They are coming in for the fight. Something we didn't see quite that much on day one. They were kind of acting passive, but they've got to be careful because we have Hype in the background, overlooked by Cells. Coming up behind them, Team Extreme. Everyone is right next to each other. This circle, of course, did not end up in Los Leones in the city. We are just a little bit to the northwest out in the open.
Yes, and as we speak of, Team Extreme does take a fight against members of Team Cells, does manage to knock one, will go for the second. Rox has been spotted as well, and will be finished for good as Team Extreme.
Diljit getting that finish on the enemy in the distance. I do believe, wait a second, Quantum is going in. One of the members is down. He's the last man standing for Godline. Is he going to go for it? He shoots, he connects, he gets a knock on Jonathan at close range. This is quite a story right now, but Jonathan has been knocked out. Godlike got the kill. TSM down to 2 members.
He did what he had to. He took down Jonathan. He finished him off, and that was one hell of a showdown that Cronton pulled off. And definitely, he puts out. They get one more knock.
5 kills to their name already. I think this is going to make it 6. It does make it 6. OR Mavi knocked out. He is going to be picked up by his teammate Viru right now. These guys are kind of caught, not in the middle of things per se, because they do have that advantage. Have a look at the way they are spread out right now. This bird's eye view will give you a clear idea of what we're talking about. Jean Mara, I believe, has 1 member remaining. I think, wait a second. Team Extreme got knocked out and the last member fell down to the play zone. They were actually caught up between Team Hype and Orange Rock, and they have been eliminated. Looking at the zone right now, everyone's playing to the periphery. They've got good ridge cover, and I think the zone might just throw a curveball. If we go somewhere where the drop is, it can go either way right now.
Marcus Gaming or Powerhouse, dude. I really want these two teams because Powerhouse have been, kind of silent for the past couple of days, and this might be the match where they make that comeback. But Orange Rocks, Mavi does not want to stop over here. He wants a few more extra kills, and Viru is also spraying down. As we see, Team TSM Entity, they're still alive. They've gotten quite a couple of kills. They've gotten 5 points, but they have 2 members alive only. As the circle slowly progresses down, I think it ended in the favor of Team TSM Entity.
Definitely. Now, here's the plot twist that the circle is throwing. You have to go uphill. So TSM is in a good spot. They do have that compound for cover, and have a look at this. Mavi and another teammate are down. Marcus Gaming is unloading on PH because all these teams now have to make their way into the zone. Team Hype, who was under fire, is still in a good position because they have that low ridge for cover and they are in the zone. But the fight is going to be taking place right now between Marcus Gaming and PH. Powerhouse is eliminated from this game in 5th position. Not the best outing for them. They were still a 4-man, or I believe it was a 3-man squad right till the end. And again, they need to work on that. But Marcus Gaming are on a high right now. 10 kills, ladies and gentlemen, and they are making their way into the zone. They have the high ground. Forget that. They had the high ground. Orange Rock comes in. Diljit gets that knock and finish on the dude. And I do believe we are going to see Marcus Gaming slowly dwindling out of this game. Fixes.
Yes, Orange Rock has gotten the better map control. They've gotten the high ground. Mavi sprays down onto it. Zigod, as we speak, Hype has also been eliminated. So we're down to our top 3 teams right now. Orange Rock has got the lead. They've just lost out Ando, but he made sure that he gave away his meds for his teammates. Marcus Gaming Shadow still remains alive, and he is in the shadow right now as he has not been spotted. But Zigod taking a knock onto it. Stalchi making things a little bit sketchy for Team Orange Rock, and he will finish them off.
We are now down to a 2v2 situation. Like I said, it would have been super easy for TSM because the enemies, they had to come down in that open thing. No smoke grenades deployed, which is kind of like a misnomer. We do not see that from Orange Rock, but they do bow out in 3rd position with 7 kills, down to the last 2 teams, and it is over.
They need to push in those compounds. They need to go aggressive. They need Nova coming in. But look what we see. Ronak, that knock XP.
Oh my goodness, PH are they out? They've lost 3 members already.
Oh, shit.
Oh, talking about powerhouse, we have Fnatic who are going to come in and deliver a world of hurt to them. But the game is not over yet, because now they are getting shot at from the enemy. And of course, Oasis is going to be picking up his teammate Ronak Orange Rock on the other side of the firepower right now, Fixes.
Yes, and Orange Rock definitely do not want to give up on this particular kill. Dark is still alive. I guess one of the members of Powerhouse is still alive. But Orange Rock has Fnatic in the grips right now. And I would really want Orange Rock to be eliminating, because this is not where Team Fnatic really wanted to be. And Power. How did they get away? How did Fnatic get away, man? They were right in the open. Orange Rock could have made a few rotations early, but look what we see here. UME being knocked down, and again, 2 members have already fallen down.
Again, this is what happens with the U Mumbai esports. They get caught off like this. They are concentrating on something else. The Cells is pushed in. They were like, hello, we are coming over. We are going to be taking over this compound. And Destro does get a knock. And I do believe a finish. Atanki is down. It is going to be gunfire all around. Let's have a look. MJ whips out that Uzi. He puts that Uzi back for the G36C. He is firing with that 4x indoors. I don't know if that's the right call over here. The hip fire should be a little more accurate. Jeet and Anto, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
that is Mavi is still up. I think it's Mavi and
Anto's dead. Anto is dead, and Viru is under a lot of pressure right now as Maxcrash comes in, but Viru will definitely take him down with his AK and will finish him off. And the dude wants to step in right now into the fight as he takes down Viru. Right now, it's all Murphy against those 2 lads from Marcus Gaming. Things have turned really, really bad for Orange Rock, and this is not the position they want to be in right now.
This is going to be good. This is good. Shadow goes down. Mavi comes in on the assault right now. He knows he's going to knock. He is going to be shooting with all his willpower right now. He gets a lot of damage on the dude. The dude's got to be careful. The dude is going to go down. And that is the end for Marcus Gaming.
Then they came in for Orange Rock. But Kurka, I mean, that was a drive-by, but he did manage to take that knock and did finish the Shala off before his teammates could even react.
Again, like I said, the boys from Nepal are doing amazing. They are upping their antics, so to speak. They are coming out. Nothing to lose right now. That is what should be the mentality. Team Hype is putting up quite a show. Jean Mara still in the fray. They have probably lost that 1 member. He should have been gunned down. Hype. Oh, that grenade almost getting that knock on Nang, but that was just a little bit too short. I do believe Extreme took some damage. T'Challa, of course, is out of this game. Now the zone is going to play spoil sport as well. It is going to be a hindrance for the enemies. And you know what is another hindrance? Team Synergy creating that block right in front. They know there's a fight going on. All they have to do is sit, wait for the survivors and finish them off 1 by 1.
I think Ghana's been taken down with a grenade. So a lot of grenade action that we're getting to see. And SK49 did manage to get inside the circle. But there you go. Synergy perfectly gating Team Hype and Team Jayanmara. Did manage to take those 2 knocks. And Scout back in action. But will get taken down by Ash Gamer. And Fnatic will have to give that res. But Ronak, a lot of players on their left. They've got a lot of players on their right. They definitely see players of Team Deadeye is pushing on towards them. Kratos does take a few shots, but I think we'll manage to take that knock in. And Snags also does manage to knock down 1 player before getting knocked down. And with that, that's it.
TSM, and again, the camera change. I do apologize for that. Orange Rock getting eliminated again with 7 kills. Fixes.
7's a number. But
lucky number 7 indeed.
Yes, and Elementrix and Team Extreme. So I was kind of rooting for Team Extreme to finally perform, and they're doing so good right now. They've managed to get inside top 8. They are trying to revive the fallen teammates. Deadeyes, however, trying to rotate around, will definitely want to engage against Team Elementrix. But I think Team Elementrix has a lot on their plate if we talk of, because they've got Deadeyes pushing from one corner, and Wadu Sir does manage to knock down on top. This is the opening that they really want to capitalize upon. Orange has been spotted, but he'll be finished from behind maybe.
You know, they've camped up, and it is its team on your screen right now. God L Smokey on display right now, the top fragger from week 1. He has a lot of catching up to do, doesn't he?
Yes, obviously. But Quantin does manage to spot a few players down, and Scout takes a dig at the members of Team Megastars as Paradox is knocked down. I think he's getting that res on by Swag, but now they will want to capitalize on it, and Paradox is finished. Now Team Fnatic, it's a bit tricky for them because they have to enter inside the circle, and Team Entity knows the position. But see, God, this guy has been playing out of his minds today. He's been throwing grenades left and right, and now Team TSM Entity is in a lot of trouble as two of their teammates fall down, and the zone's also ticking in. But mind you, XP, this is their area. This is near Cosmodrome. They know this ridge through to and fro. They know it by heart, and if they manage to get that res on their two teammates, I think this is a chicken dinner that we can see going in the sides for the side of Team TSM Entity.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last 4 teams. Godlike versus TSM versus Fnatic versus Megastars. Have a look at the way they're spread out right now. The zone has shifted to the northwest. So basically, the zone has shifted towards where Megastars are right now. Mind you, they are only 2 members. They do have that rocky cover over there in the form of that cliff. So that is going to help them out. They don't have to do a lot right now. All they have to do is sit and wait for the enemy to fight out. What I think is going to happen is forget that. They're like, you know what? We are not waiting and sitting. They lobbed a grenade, managed to get a knock, almost 2 knocks. Fnatic in trouble. One more precisely lobbed grenade can end it for Fnatic. But Clutch Squad is going to come in. He exposes himself to Godlike. That is what I was going to come touch one right now. TSM have to make their move first. Now, Godlike are split in 2s and they are doing all that damage.
Oh my goodness, what did we just witness right now? 3 teams are fighting off against each other. Scout is on fire right now as he takes down Ghatak, and Kill will definitely get that kill for himself, and he's stolen that kill. Jonathan, being that last member alive, lobs a grenade down onto its members of Team Fnatic, but not for long, as he will be spotted down and will be put down to his misery. And Scout, as we see, he's doing what he does best, that is praying and will try to finish people off.
Now, Scout and Ronick, amazing bit of gameplay by these guys. They still have that periphery of the zone. They are in the zone. A good grenade can actually push them up because they need to go up. Wait a second. We have 2 members knocked out. No, it is 1 member. Megastars are still putting the pressure on, and here comes Scout. Here comes Ronick. Scout is going up in the right rotation. Cronton is going to spot him. Is he going to get him down, though? Scout almost losing his HP. Gets the knock on Cronton. That is going to be that little bit of advantage they need. Look at his HP. He has no HP. This man cannot be stopped right now. Ronick, is he going to back his teammate up? Scout goes a little bit down. Vexy can be in a position to end their game. And talking about Vexy, Mega, it was Swag who got that knock. Ronick, what are you doing right now? You should have provided some cover. Ronick is out. Fnatic out on a wonderful run, out in 3rd position. We are down to a 3v2 situation right now, Fixes. Godlike versus your boys from Megastars.
And Godlike do have that advantage for the benefit. And look at the position. Huster has a really good angle. They do not want to push things, and they do not want to overextend, which is a really good thing that they're doing right now. But I really question this decision. Why did they come all together? One good grenade, and maybe they can get a knock or 2. And but if you talk about Megastars, they've got a huge rock there. They have splitted their teammates. One is holding the right inside, one is holding the left inside, and Kill now wants to make that push. They've thrown the smokes. Smokey will be providing cover from behind as Vexy and Swag.
combat drug, as some people like to call it. We do have Powerhouse right there, as you mentioned, and Hype. He's like, wait, who's driving around? Who's driving around? Who is that in my territory? And it is Clutch God who's gonna make the skip. I love the return fire being given. I do believe that was by Jonathan on the Gurkha, who does a little bit of tag onto that player, onto Clutch God, but he will stay alive. And now it's a road to death. One road separating TSM Entity and Team Hype. And TSM, they're like, who are facing off against? I don't care. Z got catches him reloading, but he gets knocked down. And that's TSM going into the hunt very early on and taking quite a bit of damage. The drive-by is coming through the car on the face of the player from Hype. Prototype is on his knees. Gotha gonna get the drop on, and Hype are in a wall of pain right now. Clutch God getting shot from the side. He's gonna jump one out and he's gonna get the knock. What a play from him. In fact, it's gonna be Gotha who's gonna help him out. One player for Hype inside of the building is getting tagged on by Clutch God, doing so much work. And now from the distance, Venom tagging Gothic, who was actually laying covering fire. This is very messy indeed, and with the blue coming in right now, this is looking very rough. Clutch got caught out in the open, and this could be it. TSM, they're going for the...
Again, they are also moving right now. Positioning is going to be on their minds, and talking about on top, is he going to be on top of this attack right now? He does get knocked. He gets that finish as well. Encore going down. This is going to be a major blow for the boys from Mega Stars. Vexy is going to get caught out. He is going in for the kill. He knows that he is on very low HP. Elementrix goes in. On top, is he going to just ram his vehicle? He does. He is going to go in. Wait a second, he's prone. He's going to spot him out right now. And that's it. That's the end of Mega Vexy. Mega Stars are down to... Is it
probably try and play for that rich control, try and play towards the cliffs, as we do have Slayer and Snacks teaming up together, just dismantling the remaining members of Team IND. Kratos gonna fall as well. Smokey OP surviving on a sliver of health. He's trying to find a final player, and that is, of course, Slayer, running around, trying to live up to his name, trying to find something, trying to scout things out, maybe get a res in. He's going to spot his opponents, and he's going to find two of them. And I do believe he's knocked everyone out. Godlike are going to go down without a single kill to the name. Slayer living up to his name, raining blood from above. And he's going to have enough time to go for the reses as well. What a hero. What a clutch play from Slayer.
I mean, Godlike were banking on Smokey, but unfortunately, they smoked out in this game. Down in 15th position. I do not see them breaking the 300 right now, as we were discussing earlier. That is going to be something they're going to have to wait for in game 4 and 5. They definitely are going to get it today, but it's definitely not on the table right now. Synergy, on the other hand, are now putting on the pressure on... Wait a second, Mr. Yozu gets a knock on Ted. This was kind of funny. Why I'm excited is because if you remember, Elementrix were a bit further down. Mr. Hyozu pushed up on Ted's position, gets that knock. He is going to get that finish. And now Austin and Schreider are going to have their work cut out for them, because they got to be careful. The remainder of Elementrix is going to be an issue. Wait a second. I do believe a member of Elementrix is down on the right of our screen right now, Play.
Why are they so far away from each other? That's so surprising. Austin's the only thing keeping Ted alive, but Ted is bleeding out. Makeshift or not, sometimes that's what it takes. We do see the migration taking place. Team Extreme a little bit far away. Oh, have they just tossed away Hyozu? They just let him to bleed out? That's unfortunate. As we see Paras pushing in. Uh-oh, Iconic. He's going to pop a hit right outside the balls of steel on this man. And look at Fnatic is pushing out. This is our house. This is our domain. You have no business being here. However...
Iconic got that knock.
Quite forced as well. Yeah, Iconic gets a knock, and Dark somehow crawling around, staying alive inside a watchtower. Is gonna get the res onto Iconic. He's got the time, but Iconic, they're taking a lot of damage. Well, look at the nades being tossed from a Scout OP. Fnatic still very much alive and very much in the server. As they're getting hounded here, that's gonna allow the other team's XP to make their way into the safe zone.
Absolutely. We have two fights going on your screens right now. Mumbai have been eliminated again in the 11th position. We'll come to that. Now, Fnatic and Powerhouse are in a bit of a struggle right now to basically locate the enemy, and that is quite... wait a second. Forget it. Fnatic is out. That was a grenade kill. Dog create some trouble for Marcus Gaming, because Marcus Gaming have, well, Powerhouse on one end and Deadeye guys in the back. Orange Rock, of course, also in contention towards the left.
Another nade
right now. That's it. It's done.
God.
It is done. Powerhouse are back, ladies and gentlemen. Nova King.
Rock, they got to make a move. They have the vehicles to just leg it straight into the circle and somehow manage to make the way there. But they have 2 players inside. They have the vehicle for cover, the vehicle's burning as well. And bear in mind, up north, right there, you can see Team Dead Eyes Guy. And Nade's IND, Slayer's turn now to toss in the high explosive grenades. Another one's going to be chunked in. And Viru, how is he staying alive? Another one's going to be tossed in. He's done for here. And there's nothing his teammates can do. That might be a little too deep, though. And while that's happening, Kazi from Team Extreme, he's going to get the knock on his Slayer. Kazi finds Kratos as well. The God of War has fallen. And Team IND are on the verge of getting knocked out. Snacks, the only player alive at the edge on the periphery of the circle. And he has to make some haste because this circle is going to be making a lot of damage. We see Team Extreme making their way in as well. Snacks popping whatever he has right now. Is he going to be playing out the zone? It looks like he is. He doesn't seem like he's going to be making a run for it. And now Powerhouse Gaming, they're in such a good spot. But Orange Rock, you can't forget them. They still have 4 remaining in the circle.
I do believe that 4 has dwindled down to 3, which might be too soon because Nova King is not letting up with those grenades. He just got another grenade knock and finish on Diljit, if I'm not wrong. And Mavi is now in a bit of trouble. IND bowing out in 5th position. 6 kills to their names. Not a bad outing. We are down to the last 4 teams. Powerhouse find themselves up top. Dead Eye Guys are right in there. Team Extreme. And, of course, one name that you see a lot in this situation is going to be Orange Rock. Now, Orange Rock, they have a little bit of an advantage because the zone is going to force everyone else to kind of move towards them. But Dead Eye Guys can actually snake their way to a victory right now. And you know what? They definitely need that.
They definitely need that. This could be a really good, not just for the morale, but also boosting of the position, right? We have Orange Rock's Mavi. He's given it up. He's given his soul away in sacrifice so the rest of his team stays alive. Viru and Ando snaking their way amongst the grass and the fields. Have a little bit of cover in the form of the wheat alongside the trees. But it's very sparse indeed right now. We have Team Extreme's 2 players alive on the periphery of your vision. You can see 4 teams alive, 11 in the server. Dead Eyes Guys, this is the perfect opportunity for them to steal this one away. They have all 4 alive. They got a knock as well. And this is looking very solid indeed. If you look at the predictions, just looking at the numbers alive, they have the highest chances of winning this. 36.36% XP.
Just moments ago, Powerhouse was in single digits. Now their chances have come up as well because I'm pretty sure people have been watching Nova King with the grenades and they're like, oh damn. But anyway, coming down to Powerhouse, 12 kills to their names. Dead Eye Guys, they are slivering and snaking their way into the zone, almost at the edge of it, so they are going to make it. Now Anto is going to lob a grenade towards Team Extreme, or was it the other way around? I do believe it's the other way around. Forget that. Viru gets up. He's like, you know what? Grenades are not working out for me. I'm going to get up and gun my opponent down. Now he needs to get a location on Kazi, and if he does, that is going to be detrimental for Team Extreme. But again, Powerhouse, what a day they've had, and they are still not letting up.
The thing with Viru right now, he's got the cover of that hay bale, but at one point or the other, he's got to move in. The circle's going to definitely be the end of him, and somehow sneaking around. He's taking damage. He's taking a lot of damage, but Kazi is going to be found by Viru. Viru winning the duel. He knocks out Team Extreme pretty much single-handedly, but as he does so, Shifu Sir, he's going to find one and is looking for the kill, rattling up bullets from the ultimate Kalashnikov, trying to find it, but Viru just moving around, but finally, he will hit the ground. Anto now left alone for Orange Rock, and it's going to come down to the Powerhouse. And of course, Dead Eyes Guy, 4v3v1. It's coming down to the final 8 players and the 3 teams in the final circle.
Between the boys from Powerhouse and Dead Eye Guys, Anto is literally in no man's land, a position that he does not want to be in. And Dark lobs a grenade in his direction. Could this be a good grenade? It is just a bit too short. So now this is amazing. Look at the way Dark is trying to get that high ground up on that rock. He is kind of juggling the blue zone right now, taking a little bit of damage. He's like, it's all right. I want to get my vision set right now. He is trying to find the snakes in the grass, so to speak. But Anto over here, he's going to be calm and composed. He's got to keep his patience. He's got to be a very patient man, but he's got to be careful as well. Have a look at how Lazy Sir and Shifu can potentially spot him out from behind.
Nova King inside a car, he's just riding along. He's like, screw this, I'm going in. And he's just pushing in. What a madman, an absolute psychopath. And he's going to get off. He's looking for the kill. He wants to find Anto. This man has ball to steal, but out in the open, somehow it's going to be Anto getting taken up by Wadu Sir, being held up by his teammate. And now it is all down to the final 2 teams of 4v3. Illusion is bleeding out on the ground, but he's got his teammates next to him. And Dead Eye Guys, they're in such a great spot here. such a perfect position to make this one work as Dark. He's going to continue his reign of terror, running around for Powerhouse Gaming. Is going to be coming and snaking around from the side. Now, for the side of Deadeye, guys, there is a player a little bit away. That's Lazy Sir. Now, he is going to be looking for information. Nade's getting tossed in, and it's going to find Shifu. Nova King is on fire. He's just stopping no time soon. It's all in Lazy Sir, and they're going in for the kill here. Dark's going to fall. It's just 2 players standing now for Powerhouse, and 1 for the side of the other team. And Lazy Sir, what can he possibly do? He can't go for the res right now. All he's got to do is just stay alive. But I love what Powerhouse are doing at the moment. They're going in for the res, prioritizing the res just to give themselves an extra advantage. And now it just might come down to the 1v3.
I thought it was going to be a 1v3. Blade, we are back to a 3v3 situation over here. Dead Eyes guy have picked up their team. I mean, there is no logic over here. It is just a back and forth between the 2 teams. Dead Eye versus PH. Place your bets right now. Who is going to come out on top? Of course, the boys from Powerhouse, 13 kills to their names. These guys are on a high that they haven't felt in quite some days. Almost half the tournament has gone by, and they have not felt what they're feeling right now. But Nova King is not letting up right now. I'm pretty sure he's wishing he had a few more grenades. The play zone is going to knock him out, Play, and Lazy is sneaking up right next to them. That can be detrimental right now.
This is too close to call. They're going to be running in. This is it. They have to go for it. Icon is going to be pushing up. He's going to find one. And be a free kill for Team Soul. It's not much, but they find one. Wadu, so rattling off bullets. That party van is going up. No more INES. Oh no! They are getting dismantled from above. Shifu and Wadu from Deadeye, guys. The performance in the previous game, and they're trying to prove it's not a fluke and illusion. He's just gone wild, just running down, pushing in. What a madman, helped out by gravity itself. As Evil Eye will somehow manage to heal himself. But illusion being down there is going to be a problem. And now Evil Eye getting shot from above and from below as well. This is a rough spot indeed. And INES, oh my lord, it's gone very wrong for them, and he doesn't know what to do. He's getting pincered from both the sides, and Illusion's going to get a drop on him, and both the players from INS, Machine and Evil Eye, on the ground, bleeding out on the dirt, the blood caking the dry mud of Miramar, and they're done for. It's going to be 2 free kills coming in for the side of Deadeye, guys, and they're showing that they are here to play, Fixers. They're not just going to be bottom last anymore.
Look at the confidence that these guys have garnered, because now they're all moving with their vehicles, they're closing in down, and they want those kills. This shows that they're finally back, they're ready, they want to reclaim the spot in the first half, and that's just some small baby steps that they're taking, but they're definitely succeeding. Tier is way far from his teammates and will not be able to do much, but after taking down Machine, I would really want Dead Eyes kind of going searching in for those other members and killing them off, because getting those early kills, that's a good thing.
That's illegal. You don't drive over people, man. As for INES, what went wrong there? They went with an excursion, but out in the open, they get caught out. In the meantime, Gil is going to find Nang from John Mara, and Gunner is going to be dropped as well. Godlike decimating John Mara. 2 players knocked, 1 dead already. And now John Mara in desperate race to save their other teammate.
God does have that amazing compound that they're really holding. They are now going for the push. They know they've gotten 2 guys. One is knocked, another one is dead. So pretty much 2 more guys alive, and they would be trying to revive their teammate. So now they want to find for the other guys that are actually rotating out from here, which is a wise decision, provided the team you're up against. And Giant Mara saw him. This guy is a star. He has always time and again performed in the practice matches, in the scrims, in other small tournaments, but try to commit and make themselves susceptible to a lot of damage coming from everywhere.
A lot of damage coming from anywhere, everywhere, and Ronak, he's trying his best to stay alive, helped out by his team. Ash, from the distance, knocks a player down, but Evo replying back onto Godlike. Meanwhile, Godlike getting destroyed by Mumba, and they were in such a great spot, but now they find themselves on the back foot. Trance, he's down but not out. He got Kratos, Slayer, and Snack still running around as the circle shrinks in. It's looking rough. Godlike are getting manhandled, battered by the side of Mumba. And now you can see the split screen for you guys. Scout and Snacks, they're duking it out. The nade comes in. Ronald's going to be dropped. Scout and half HP. Snacks going in for the kill. He is hungry indeed, but Scout is going to heal himself. He's got a third person. He's going to spot out the players. He peeks on out, but he's not going to win the duel. It's going to be Snacks coming out on top. And now Fnatic have only Ash and is far, far away from the rest of the action. And he's taking damage from everywhere. Down to just about 20 points of health. He's going to have to make up his mind. Does he go to help his teammates or just try and play out for the positions? Because one by one, his teammates are falling by the wayside. Ronak, Scout, Oace just bleeding out onto the ground. As Erangel Songwon going to be teaming up with him, and he is getting hounded by the members of Team IND.
Yes, and as we see, Regiltos is kind of closing in on towards the members of VSG Crawlers and Megastars. Vexy's got a lot of job at his hands right now, and Vexy delivers. CG gets knocked. Vexy is very low on his HP. Swag will definitely come for his backup, and Vexy will put that first aid on and will get back into the fight. Paradox is, however, playing on a defensive side. Vexy manages to finish off CG. Evo does knock down Encore, and Evo's position is given away right now. Meanwhile, Soul's Regiltos is watching every act.
Again, to take advantage of it, we do see the circle. Everyone in the periphery. Mumba actually having a very good advantage, being well inside of the circle for the time being, as we do see the members from Deadeye guys. They're getting hounded. Powerhouse going to get knocked out this time around. It's not going to work out for them. And somehow, they have the two other members far away, but providing vision, providing reconnaissance for the rest of the team. Is Fnatic finally ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Ash will find his maker, but he held on for so.
Sangwon going for that heal battle. He does have Paradox right beside him. Regiltos spots down Megastars. Vexy is a free kill right now as he's walking. He's strolling in the final end circle. But Regiltos, oh my god, such a sad ending.
Such a sad ending. Tears, Fs, everything. Going to be felt as you wait. What? Mumba just got eliminated. What the hell even happened there? They had 4 players alive, and they were looking so good, but they get dismantled. Deadeye's guy. 10 kills, 11 kills. It's not stopping. Keep that counter going, baby, because they're down to 3 teams and 10 alive in the server. Megastars with 2, Team IND now. They have 4 players alive. They get a knock onto one of the members of Deadeye's guy, but my word, what is going on? How the hell did Mumba just crap the bed? What happened there?
That's the same question that I really have in my mind right now. What just happened? What went wrong? They had everything perfect. They were the first team that entered the final circles, and they had the perfect position. They had the ridges, they had the covers, but instantly, within the blink of an eye, they got decimated. But look at Team IND. They're looking confident right now. Now I think the scales have switched in IND's favor. They've got the numbers. Megastars will try to play that kind of a slow game right now. They would want Team IND going up against Team Deadeyes, and they would pick up whatever remains. Paradox does manage to knock down Trance over here. Kratos takes a knock onto its Paradox. So it was a trade, to and fro trade between these two teams as we close in on the final top 3.
This is looking rough for Team IND. They're going to be getting the resin. They've used up a little few of the smokes, and look at where the drop is. They can potentially, depending how this closes out, they can use that drop for maybe a final stand, use it for a little bit of cover. We have Deadeye guys in the meantime, and it's going to be Shifu. He's going to drop a player, and this is massive. 12 kills now. Illusion's actually looting the drop. I think that was the second one there. And now Illusion just floating around. Lazy Sword takes a tag. Now it's going to come down between IND and Deadeyes. I don't really see Megastars doing much. Only one player remains, Swag. And as much of a swag as he might have, it's going to be very hard for him to 1v4, 1v3 this. But if he can't keep quiet, if he can't remain quiet and not show himself, he can make IND and Deadeye guys battle it out. And then he could come in to mop up the remaining players.
Yes, Trance, as we speak of, is kind of being very, very careful. He's staying on the back line. He's trying to be that guy who is going to take down Swag when he kind of comes in and causes trouble for either of the teams. Shifu, sir, has thrown a nade. That's a smoke, I guess. Molotov will be coming in pretty soon as Team IND throw the smoke for themselves and are trying to progress inside the circle. Snacks does manage to find out Shifu sir as things start getting a lot tougher for Team Deadeyes because Illusion has been taken out as well. Trance doing the job for what he was placed. Does manage to take down Swag as Team IND slowly and steadily getting their chicken dinner.
I love what they're doing here. They're just moving as a pack of wolves out in the open, rather a pack of coyotes pushing in, not allowing Deadeye guys much room to work with. Illusion's just bleeding out behind the Jeep. He's going to be done for. He's down, and now it's going to be a 2v4. This is almost nigh impossible for it to work out. One player remains, and it's all onto Wadu Sir. How long can he...
that we got to see last time in, I guess, Vikendi itself when they pushed onto itself.
He's going to get knocked. I'm sorry to break you off right now. I totally agree with you, but I thought that he was going to make it out of harm's way. Finished. A little bit of a mistake because you saw Pansing's snowmobile was actually kind of behind the rock, and the enemy knew where he was. They already took a few shots at him. Wait a second. That could be a good grenade. Is he going to cancel the grenade? He did not. He tried to bounce it off the wall. Wait a second. That almost did damage to his own. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Wait a second. That was actually not bad, but not a lot of damage. Pouncing under fire. His teammates are in a good position to back him up, but let's have a look. Gary is cooking that grenade. He might lob it. Is it gonna hit its mark? We are gonna have to wait and watch. But Mr. Spray is going in for the kill. Let me have a look and see if he gets the job done. He does get the knock on Pouncing. In fact, that comes from Avi, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
What's going on?
All right. What is happening?
Oh, VSG crawlers are actually capitalizing from behind. That's exactly what's happening at 420 OP. He's just surviving by the whiskers. He needs to heal up and he does not have a first aid and will end up going down, but does manage to knock one player before, getting eliminated, but still won't get that kill in. VSG crawlers, do you think...
Skyrocketing. So if you guys are thinking of buying a place, guys, this is not the right time. Because everyone and their mamas are going to be there right now. But the boys from Synergy under fire from Team INES. INES not on the start that I expected from them. And in fact, Machine gets knocked down by Austin Bot X. And this is looking a little dismal. However, Bad Rev is going to be picking up the fight with the boys on the top position. Wait a second, I've lost my chain of thought. He gets 2 knocks in quick succession. Wow, I mean, Bad Rev right now is literally obliterating the enemy. He is on a one-on-one with Strider. Who is going to come out on top? Strider comes out on top. Forget that. He goes for the finish, Fixes.
Where's the backup? I mean, he just did the job for you.
What is happening?
Took down 2 men and you just had to push tier. You're so late into the party. Now I think Strider will definitely give that res on towards Austin. Evil Eye. I think they still did not give that res. Is he still crawling?
No, he did. Machine got knocked earlier, I do believe. No, he is crawling. Wait a second. What?
This is a blunder.
Are they going to lose out Evil Eye to this, right? They are going in for the kill. Austin Box is going to have to put up one heck of a fight, but that is going to be detrimental for the boys from INES. They're going to be reduced to a 2-man squad. Evil Eye should have been picked up. I thought Machine, maybe Machine thought he got that revive, but they left it too late. This is pure pandemonium, and I am definitely a little flabbergasted. I expect a lot more from INES, and this was a mistake that they might pay for. Wait for it. It is going to be a one-on-one situation. Machine is going to go down. Austin X coming out on top. INES eliminated, Fixer, to speak. But talking about that, have a look at what's happening now. Mr. Spray is going to be coming in on this position. Forget that. Scout gets a knock on when they are in the thick and thin of it. These guys are, of course, to be reckoned with. But since they're not here, we have PH Dark trying to light up the enemy. Slayer has already been knocked down. He knows that Snacks is right behind the vehicle. A well-lobbed grenade can do a lot of damage, but can he get that angle right? I think. See, this is good sound sense on him. He heard Snacks move away, and he cancelled his grenade. So that is something you gotta have that presence of mind in this game. Is that a Car 98 shot that you saw right now?
That was an M24, and he just stole the kill from Dark, and Snacks with that whopping grenade lobbed onto the members of Team Powerhouse would definitely go in right now. Snacks is playing the game of his life, and Nova King and Snacks, a 1v1 that I really want to see. Nova King getting knocked down by Snacks and jiggling around, but Zebra will definitely take Snacks down. Trans, meanwhile, getting off. Kratos being the last member surviving for Team IND, as Team IND are on their backs.
I mean, that was an amazing cover from Iconic from behind and great.
Against the direction. But look what we have in front of our screens, ladies and gentlemen, is that Fnatic is making a push onto its Team X3. Giant Mara, So Nang's kind of dodged that bullet, but always does spot down Gunner. Will take him really low as we see Team Fnatic trying to get inside the circle. Will they succeed? Only time will tell.
Now, this is a good spot. Extremely in a good spot. He will get double knocks over here. Oh, my goodness. That was definitely 2 knocks in quick succession. Both came at the hands of Uzis. Nang and his teammate knocking down Ash and Oasis. And Ronak is going to be picking a fight with Nang right now. He is going to try and get that Uzi. Everybody has Uzis right now, apparently. So that rapid fire doesn't do a lot of damage over here. But Scout and Ronak have their work cut out for them. Nang is going to hold his position. Again, it's a 2v2 situation. Extreme and Gunner were lost in the skirmish earlier. Nang goes down to Scout, OP's G36C. And wait a second. Ash is out. Oasis is out. Scout and Ronak now have to make it to the zone. And if you have a look at the zone, Vihar is still the epicenter. But Scout's fight is still not over, because right on the other side of the blue, we have the boys from PSG Crawlers.
And Scout's taken down as well by Sonim, but in turn will be taken out by Evo. So Fnatic Scout did manage to take those 3 kills, but kind of failed in taking his team towards a frontier position, but got a kill. Look what we have. Illusions might be in a lot of trouble. Throws that grenade and barely misses out. Does manage to damage him a bit, but still will buy him enough time for kill to get back towards his teammates.
Now, this is that when you were talking earlier and I had that little exclamation, because I was looking at the map, right? Yeah. I saw Godlike on a massive rotation. I was like, uh-oh, the boys from Dead Eyes are in trouble. And I do believe they are, thought it would seem like right now.
Yes, and Frontin is playing quite a couple of games today. Evo finally takes down Oasis, and Ash, is he still alive? Is Fnatic still alive? That's the question that's humbling down my mind. Meanwhile, Mavi goes into push towards kill, and they will go for a face-off as Mavi, with Fnatic taking the wiser route, making the rotation from the edges and going in, avoiding every fight. I really love this move from Fnatic.
Now this is where PH can actually wait a second. He's going to get the knock. Avi almost getting knocked out, but he knocks out Ronak instead. Scout is going to have to be careful. He does finish the job that he started off, and Scout under heavy fire. That vehicle explodes, and there you go. I got that.
Yeah, they've got the zone. They just need to play around. I'm really shocked as to see how did Viper get eliminated in the entire process, and Sangon with the barrage of Molotov kind of burning that entire house down. Schreider is like, where do I run right now? I mean, look at this
absolute chaos reigns on the mountaintop, on that little slope just across the road. We have 3 teams right next to each other. We have the boys from Team Tamilas, Megastars, and PH. Again, this is deja vu moments what we saw once before also, where PH came and kind of finished off Team Soul, who had a fight with Fnatic earlier. There are too many people on our screens right now. We're going to try our best. Megastars blowing up a vehicle. Team Extreme is out of this game right now. Team Tamilas are up against the boys from Megastars. But wait, PH Dark is going to come up on top. They're like, you know what? We want some kills as well. 5 kills to their names. They are not happy. They're just going to lob grenades willy-nilly into the smoke, hoping to get a few knocks here and there. But Dark gets a knock on Paradox. I wonder if they know the enemy is right under them. They could have had another squad wipe. But this is what I love about PH right now. They are playing smart. They realize, you know what, we can actually go to the next zone and post up a camp over there and just wait for them to trickle in one by one.
this is going to be one hell of a trench as Megastar Swag tries to defend his teammates, but Pixie gets taken down and Swag has to fight against the circle. Powerhouse will be, you know, the guys who will be having the final laugh, because now they're going to gate the circle, and now they might as well knock down a few members of our team Tamilas as we speak of, because they know that there was a fight erupting over there in those trenches. But as we speak of, Soul Regulatos will have to engage against members of Team Synergy. Sangwan has been taken down. Mortal and Regulatos revive, and Mortal gets taken down by Sirvi. Regulatos does manage to finish off the members of Team Synergy, but Austin X is still surviving. He wants to go for that 1v1 fight. Will he? Only time will speak. And Melimentrix, Mr. Yozu coming into the picture, but Austin stands supreme, does manage to take down Mortal, and will definitely finish off members of Team Soul.
You could not bet against Austin. I mean, Synergy is going to be in the top 5 always. I think they've cemented that position. But, you know, last time we were reenacting the Grey. We'll come to that. Team Tamilas out in the 4th position. We are down to the last 3 teams, 11 people alive. It is going to be down between Orange Rock, who are still intact, Elementrix, and of course Powerhouse, who are grinding through, powering through, making sure they get a good outing from this game. I'm pretty sure they are going to go for that chicken dinner. The zone right now is going to be favoring Elementrix, so to speak, but OR Mavi is on that rotation. And you know what I was saying earlier, what we saw back there when we were talking about trenches, it was like the last time we reenacted the Grey. This time it's World War I all over again. And at that point, that was trench warfare at its best. And you know, Orange Rock, I'm sorry to say this, by the color and by the thing, they want to be the mustard guards right now. You know, they want to wait for the survivors to come out, and they'll be like, you know what, we are going to engulf you. That just lined up perfectly, and this is what they're going to try to do. But right now, PH, they are out of the zone, mind you. They have to move in. They have to make a decision. Do they go up against Orange Rock, or do they directly push in on Elementrix?
Yeah, this is the kind of moment where I would be like, XP, get the tanks rolling. As we see Popo Man taking down Nova King, will definitely finish him off. Mavi capitalizing on the fight between Team Powerhouse and Team Elementrix, does manage to take down Mr. Hyozu. Zebra still out of the circle, struggling because he has nothing to do apart from healing himself off and kind of keeping his team alive. So I think the final fight will be between Team Elementrix and Team Orange Rock, and mind your words, your predictions are going to be true.
Absolutely. I mean, am I ever wrong? No, I'm kidding. But Orange Rock are on top right now. 9 kills to their names. Elementrix down to 2 members. Powerhouse, I do not see any hope for them right now. And just as I said, that Zebra has been wiped out. He has been eliminated. PH out of this game in 3rd position. Commendable effort. But we are down to 4-3-2, ladies and gentlemen. Orange Rock have lost a member right now. By lost, I mean knocked. Diljit gets knocked out. And on top gets a knock on Mavi. We are down to a 2v2 situation. Pupuman and on top are on low HP. That is the only thing against them. But Pupuman, he picks up his HP. He aims. He shoots. Will he connect? He does get a connect. Wait a second. On top is going to have to go on the side. Pupuman is the last man standing. I think he's got to be a little careful. He's got 2 fronts to deal with. And